Phosphorus runoff, not a new problem that affects Ohio, been especially in the news lately with Lake Erie and water quality and harmful algal blooms. But thanks to the efforts of many agricultural groups, Ohio State University and soil scientist Libby Dayton have been working to develop a tool to find out not only the current state of phosphorus loss, but to also take a look at how farmers can improve their runoff in each unique field.
Well, OnField Ohio is an online tool that we've developed that will provide farmers a long-term average estimate of their erosion and their phosphorus runoff loss. The tool is in the cloud, and that's, I think, one of the improvements that we made is that as a farmer or as a user, you don't have to download databases, you don't have to download climate data. We've done all that. And so all you have to do is open up the tool and run it. And then when you get your results, if you save your results, they get saved into My Downloads on your computer. They don't get saved anywhere else, so they're yours and they're yours personally and privately. So the results page will tell you what your erosion potential is. It tells you what your potential for surface and tile dissolved runoff P, surface and tile particulate bound runoff P, any additional runoff P that's associated with a fertilizer or manure application, and then it gives you the total. So all of those values are provided for each crop year in your rotation and then averaged across your rotation. I hope the value for the farmers, the power is in the comparison. So you can compare your results that you have based on your typical rotation to the interpretation that will be provided with the tool. And the interpretation will tell you how well you're doing in comparison to how well some ideal scenario, how well you could be doing. Again, and a lot of it's tailored, will be based on your slope steepness and to some extent on your soil type. So then you can see, well, I'm doing great, and then you're fine. But maybe you're not. Maybe your runoff is a little higher or your erosion is a little higher than it should be. So now you have the opportunity to go back into the tool and maybe try some alternative scenarios. You know, say, well, rather than surface apply my fertilizer, what will happen if I incorporate my fertilizer? So instead of running a chisel, well, what if I do a vertical tillage or I do a strip till? And then you can rerun, you know, your field under different management scenarios, and then you can see how that changes your erosion and your phosphorus runoff. So all of the equations, all the models, everything that the tool uses is based on edge of field measured runoff values. It's based on the soil testing that we've done, and it's based from the farmer management information that was shared with us. So we pulled all that information together so that we could find those relationships between what's going on the field with what we see coming off the field. And so we pulled that all together, and that's what runs behind the scenes in this tool.
OnField Ohio currently aiming to be released mid-August of this year for the Ohio AgNet. I'm Joel Norwood.